Hello and welcome to the channel. It is no surprise that the issues of money laundering and drug-related offenses keeps hanging over the head of the All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is election season, and if you're running for office with skeletons in the closet, it is bound to come out sooner or later. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. 2023 Tinubu's Chicago affair that won't go away. Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of Nigeria's ruling All Progressives Congress APC, is once again facing scrutiny over a 1993 money laundering and drug-related case in the United States. A certified true copy of the over 30-year-old case resurfaced on social media last week, and the opponents of Mr. Tinubu have leaped on it. Daniel Bwala, the spokesperson of the Atiku Abubakar campaign, even suggested that it could lead to the disqualification of Mr. Tinubu. However, Mr. Tinubu's camp has dismissed it as stale news. Bayo Onanuga, one of the APC presidential campaign spokesperson, described it as dead as dodo. Mr. Tinubu himself has refused to speak on the matter. In Nasarawa State, while speaking at a town hall meeting with miners, he said he will not respond to ugly rumors. According to the certified copy of the case, on 10 January 1992, Magistrate Judge Rosemond of the Northern District of Illinois granted a prayer for the seizure of funds in 10 banks' accounts belonging to Mr. Tinubu because the U.S. government had reasons to believe the accounts were linked to narcotic-related operations. The 10 accounts were opened at First Heritage Bank and City Bank in Chicago in the late 80s to early 90s. On January 10, 1992, applications for seizure warrants were presented to Magistrate Judge Rosemond of the Northern District of Illinois. After considering the applications and the attached affidavits, Magistrate Judge Rosemond issued seizure warrants for accounts at First Heritage Bank and City Bank in the name of Bola Tinubu. The amount of money seized from these accounts exceeded $1.4 million, it read. In an affidavit it deposed to Kevin Morse, a special agent with the U.S. Internal Revenue Service, stated that Mr. Tinubu had a link to two Chicago drug kingpins, Adeboyega, Moise Akande, and Abiodun Agbele. Mr. Morse had stated that there is a connection between Mr. Tinubu and the two suspected drug kingpins, particularly Mr. Akande. The agent also stated that Mr. Tinubu's wife, Oluremi Tinubu, who is currently a senator, had a joint account with the wife of Mr. Akande, Audrey. The official also provided other links between Mrs. Tinubu and Akande, including sharing of home address in Chicago. Also, Mr. Morse questioned the inflow into the accounts vis-a-vis the income of Mr. Tinubu as a staff of Mobile. According to bank records, Bola Tinubu also opened a joint checking account in his name and the name of his wife, Oluremi Tinubu. Oluremi Tinubu previously opened a joint bank account also at this bank with Audrey Akande, the wife of Adegboyega Moise Akande, he said. According to records from Citibank International, there were two additional corporate accounts held in the name of Compass Finance and Investment Company Limited, which were controlled by Bola Tinubu. The bank records from these accounts in the international division disclosed that when Bola Tinubu opened these accounts at Citibank International, he provided certain corporate documents from Compass Finance and Investment Company Limited, including documents identified as a Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association. Both corporate documents identified Moise Adeboyega Akande and Abiodun Olashuyi Abele as directors of Compass Finance and Investment Company Limited. According to Mr. Morse, Mobile representatives were interviewed and they stated that Mr. Tinubu's position as treasurer of the company does not involve the transfer of large sums of money across banks. Representatives from Mobile Oil were interviewed regarding Tinubu's employment status. The representatives confirmed that Tinubu was employed by Mobile Oil Nigeria Limited as a treasurer. This position, however, does not involve the transfer of large amounts of money between banking institutions. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Mobil Oil representatives stated that under no circumstances will Tinubu be permitted to retain money belonging to Mobil Oil in accounts bearing Tinubu's name. Finally, Mobil Oil confirmed that the corporation never had any accounts in banks in the southern suburbs of Chicago, he stated. However, the U.S. government subsequently agreed to a settlement with Mr. Tinubu alongside K.O. Tinubu individually and on behalf of the Tinubu family and Al-Haji Mogati. The agreement was reached in August 1993 when Mr. Tinubu was a senator in Nigeria. The U.S. government agreed to release the funds. However, $460,000 is to be forfeited to the government. The parties agreed that the funds held by Citibank shall be released to K.O. Tinubu and the action filed against these funds held in the account by Citibank shall be dismissed with prejudice. The parties further agreed that $460,000 from the defendant account held by Heritage Bank in the name of Bola Tinubu shall be forfeited by the United States and disposed of according to law. The funds remaining in the account shall be released to K.O. Tinubu. An excerpt of the terms of the agreement read, "It is worth adding that Mr. Tinubu was not indicted in the court document seen by Premium Times." The same case first surfaced in 2003 when Mr. Tinubu was seeking re-election as governor of Lagos State. However, a letter from the U.S. consulate to the then Inspector General of Police, Tafa Balogun, doused the matter. The legal attaché to the U.S. consulate, Michael Bonner, had, in response to a letter from Mr. Balogun, stated that Mr. Tinubu has no record of criminal indictment or prosecution. The letter dated February 4, 2003 with reference 011-234-1261-0097, extension 244, and addressed to the then IGP, Mr. Balogun, stated that the FBI never charged Tinubu with any drug offense, the case did not go on trial, Tinubu was never convicted, and he was never barred from entering the U.S. In relation to your letter dated February 3, 2003, reference number SR 3000 IGP SEC ABJ, Volume 24287, regarding Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a record check of the Federal Bureau of Investigation's FBI National Crime Information Center (NCIC) was conducted. The results of the checks were negative for any criminal arrest records, warrants, or warrants for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, date of birth 29 March 1952. For information of your department, NCIC is a centralized information center that maintains the records of every criminal arrest and conviction within the United States and its territories. It read in part. One thing is clear, the Chicago affair is not going away soon. That's the news, guys. Bye.